I fell into a rabbit hole and watched videos which inspired my new project. So I ordered two Explorer-style guitars, one left-hand and one right-hand version. In this video I'm going to build a double guitar. In order to make a professional-looking product, both mirrored guitars have to be cut at the same angle as well as the same location. I found the recessed strap pin spot a good reference because the stray edge only has two touching points. The mounting screws from the string retainer act as a stopping point for the ruler. The ruler's own width dictates the line which I'm going to use to make references for cutting. Drawing anything onto the high gloss varnished surface won't work, so I cleaned it with window cleaner and taped off the surface with tape, so the pencil has something to actually make lines on. The cutting line has to be extended to accommodate for any error which will inevitably happen. I used my ruler as a spacing to draw a parallel line. Then I proceeded to draw another parallel line with a width of 20 millimeters. This is a space I'm going to have for errors. Then was time for cutting the wood, which was rather easy. I cut the line to which I want the wood to be parallel with a scalpel blade for contrast. I'm starting with the corners because I haven't taken the guitars apart yet. I attached tape to the piece and the table and glued them down. I selected a piece of scrap wood of which I knew was straight and aligned it with tape. The board will guide the ball bearing of the router bit and act as a spacing so I don't take off too much wood at once. Then I aligned the straight wood with a line and glued it down too. The first router cut is made, then the wood was removed and another pass with the router. After routing with a bigger router bit, the piece is done for now. The last bit of wood is taken off from the other side with a different bit. The same principle is applied to both guitars after taking them apart. In order to play both guitars with the same amp, I connected two mono jacks in parallel to a potentiometer. I started tying all the grounds together. To make them fixed more strongly, I wrapped around a single strand of copper wire. I held the potentiometers in my vise and hung the jacks over it and soldered them to the casing. Next I soldered the signal cables to the clockwise lugs. After some fiddling with both guitars to make playing as comfortable as possible, I came up with this 45-degree triangle design for the center part, which will fuse them together and house the electronics. After test fitting, I removed the electronics and used the piece to trace out 5 more triangles. 4 of them were permanently glued together. The last piece was attached later when the electronics had their respective cavities carved out. Everything was sanded, and after a short test fitting I took everything apart for the finishing touches. The triangle base got a round over and got spray painted. and I cut out the backplate out of acrylic glass. While the spray paint was drying, I painted the exposed wood on the horns. I haven't really played around with capacitors, but I have watched a few YouTube videos, so I can call myself an expert now. I ordered a few online to give it a try. After the most boring guitar session, I went with a 33 nanofarad cap. When the paint was dry, I removed excess paint with a countersink bit and drilled the holes out with a drill bit in reverse to not shatter the paint or wood. Or the paint or the wood, or the wood or the paint. After that, I screwed the joining screws and attached the black plate. I also put the electronics in. To assemble the instruments, I removed the horns from the guitar and swapped them out for the center part. With half a turn, it's held in place solidly. I closed the circuit with 2 patch cables and the instrument is finished. Here's the finished product and a short sound demo. A proper demo may be released at a later point, after I had some time to learn to play this beast. Thanks for watching and goodbye.